Hey everybody, today I'm going to go over a video I did with my kids a little while ago over how to pack a backpack. I know, yeah, if you saw that video, you might have noticed it was way too long, it was way too clunky. It was supposed to be like a quick 5-10 minute video, like bam, 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 this is what to pack, how to pack it. It ended up being 22 minutes of mostly me getting jumped on and yelled at. So we're just gonna fast forward through all that stuff. We're gonna cut through the noise and just get to how to pack a backpack. You know, we used to say in the military all the time, common sense rules the battlefield. And it's the same pretty much in anything in life, but of course, common sense rules the campground or the hiking trip or the kayak. Common sense, just common sense, common sense. So you wanna know where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, you know, basic stuff. You wanna be prepared. I've been in a lot of organizations in my life, and the Boy Scouts, they had the best motto, be prepared. And there's nothing better in life than you can do than to be prepared. So we're not gonna get into the weeds of what to pack like I kinda did in the last video, but obviously just a little bit, you gotta know what you're gonna pack if you're gonna go know how to pack it. We're just gonna focus on mostly the 10 essentials today, but we're also gonna go into a little bit of what to pack using Waldo. I know, I've been in the military way too long. We've got acronyms for everything. The W in Waldo is weather considerations, pretty common sense. The A is activity level. That means, are you gonna be hiking? Are you gonna be climbing a mountain? Are you gonna be getting up to the summit? Are you gonna be hanging around fishing? Are you gonna be at a campsite, you know, doing an occasional walk around, but mostly sitting around a campfire? You know, what's your activity level gonna be? L for location. Are you gonna be in the heat in Joshua Tree? Are you gonna be in the mountains on the Appalachian Trail? Are you gonna be in the Everglades? Are you gonna be walking around, you know, your neighborhood? You know, you need to know where you're gonna be. The duration, again, super common sense. Are you gonna be there for an afternoon? Are you gonna be there for 10 days? You gotta know this stuff. Other considerations, that's like, who's going with you? How many people, like the size of the group? How many people are bringing bags? You know, how might you be able to split the load up between the people? If there's any medical considerations, if anybody needs like an inhaler or any special medications, you know, other considerations. It's just like a catch-all for anything not covered by WALD. Okay, so now that we know what we're gonna pack, that's gonna tell us what kind of bag to bring. Can we get away with like a little like regular school bag like this? Are we gonna need a big frame pack or one like it? You know, one of these like multi-day packs? Maybe. Since I've been using this blue Kelty, we're just gonna stick with this today. This again is my Kelty Red Wing 32 liter. It's like your typical extended day pack. Okay, so now that we got our pack figured out, now we're gonna get into how to pack it. We're gonna start with the main compartment. A lot of packs have these external cinch snap ties. You're gonna make sure to undo those, loosen up all the tightening spots, make sure everything's nice and loose so you can fit everything in how you want it to go. You'll notice I always have a trash bag in here to keep everything waterproofed. When I was in Boy Scouts, there was always a trash bag. When I got to the Marines and in the Army, it was always a waterproofing bag. Same concept, different bag, all right? Bulky, lightweight stuff, like a sleeping bag, like clothing, that's gonna go down in the bottom, unless it's something that you need to have right away. But most of the time, you don't really need to have clothing right away. That's something that you can, you know, take your bag off and rummage through for. So, I always like to bring a towel. You know, it comes in handy all the time. Towel's gonna go on the bottom. It's the bulkiest, it's the lightest. It's gonna push my heavy stuff higher up to the top. After the towel, I got my extra clothing. Long pants, down in there, long shirt. I talked about this a little bit on the last video, but I always want to have light colored clothing for my sleeves, my top. That's because, you know, typically when the sun goes down, that's when it starts getting colder. That's when you put your warming layers on. So when it's darker, you know, it's a good idea to have lighter colored clothing on for visibility purposes. Socks, I want to have these at the top because there's a good chance that I might step in a river, walk through some grass that's still covered in dew or something. There's a good chance that I'm going to get my boots soaked. So you want to have your socks handy. Okay, after that, that's the last thing I need to worry about having waterproof necessarily. Then I'm going to put in rain layer, These are just the trousers. I've got quick access to my rain jacket up here. After that, it's also a little bit heavier and I want quicker access to it if I need it. My first aid kit goes right there, up top. Now, because it's the heaviest and I also want quick access to my water, and this is my extra water. Remember, I don't go anywhere without at least a 3-liter CamelBak. So I got my CamelBak right here. I got the hose right here so I can drink as I go. This is extra water. Again, I'm a full-grown adult. I weigh about 225, 230. So I drink a lot of water. I'm drinking all throughout the day, no matter where I go, no matter what I'm doing. Okay, so we got the main pack, the main compartment packed. We're gonna cinch down these little cinches, and then we can get into the external pockets. So external pockets, again, those are just for like better organization. Today, I've got my pack set up as if we are expecting rain. So I've got, like I said, my rain jacket is inside this top pouch. I got my kids' rain jackets on these side pouches here. On these bottom pouches, I got some quick access to some lightweight, carbohydrate-rich, carbohydrate-heavy food. It's mostly for the kids. I avoid carbs. Okay, so those external pockets. Now I got my main external pocket where I've got just a lot of little stuff, lighters, tools, lights, scissors, chem light in case you need to mark your campsite or something. In there, I'll have more stuff that might need to be waterproof. Map and compass. I've also got some letter writing gear, note-taking gear. Anytime you never know when you might need paper. That's gonna go in here. And of course, everything is waterproof. Okay, now, another quick consideration for backing a bag. Even if something doesn't necessarily have to be waterproofed, it's a good idea to put it in a bag anyway, just to keep it consolidated, to keep it together. This 550 paracord, it doesn't necessarily need to be waterproof. It's actually sometimes better when it's wet because you can get it pulled tighter. But I still have it in a waterproof container because it just keeps it all together. So, oh, there it is. Same thing, I got these extra trash bags in case I get a rip or in case one of my buddies needs a trash bag. I just keep them all in a waterproof bag. Now, a couple things I kind of hit on, not too much yet. Again, you want to keep the heavy stuff high up on the bag. That's why I put the water. If you have heavy food, like fruit, vegetables, whatever, you want to keep that stuff higher in the bag. You also want to be balanced as much as possible. So you noticed I had food here, food here. I had a rain jacket here, I had a rain jacket here. Anything that you have multiples of, you want to keep as balanced left to right as much as possible. Be organized. Big thing. I can't tell you how many times I've had to go into my pack at night, and especially in the military, you can't always use a light to go rummaging through your bag. So you want to know exactly where everything is. I need my knife, bam, I got my knife. I need a light, I need food, I know exactly where everything is. Like, be able to get into your pack without even looking at it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't as fun as seeing me get jumped on and having stuff thrown at me. I didn't have as much fun either, but it's good stuff to know, and I want to get this information out there. I had to learn a lot of this stuff the hard way, and so my hope is to get the word out so that you don't have to make all the mistakes I did or learn on the spot like I always did. All right, thanks for watching, guys.